In the earlier days, before technology took over, we still had our own ways as human beings to figure out what was going on in our bodies and around our environment. For example, when we were hunting in the jungle, a tracker would come, would be able to tell by the tracks on the ground what kind of animal had passed there, what time it had passed there, the weather that it was experiencing by the time that it passed there, the direction that it was headed into, the direction that it had come out from. All these things a tracker could be able to tell. He could be able to tell even if, say, an animal had stopped, had climbed a tree, had gone into a cave. He could be able to tell just by observing the tracks on the ground. In the same way, the body has ways of telling you whether you're involved or whether you've been involved in a narcissistic dynamic, whether you've been in a toxic situation, the extent of the effect, and many other things about it. This is why when you come across people who are educated in narcissism, some are actually able to tell about your situation before you even tell them about it, just by them observing you. You might start to say you're a wife. You might start to talk about your marriage, for example. Just as an example, we could talk about many things. But say you address your marriage in front of an educated empath. That person could be able to look at you and say to you that I suspect you're in a narcissistic relationship. You might wonder to yourself, why are you judging my husband? You don't even know him. But this is the thing. Just like the tracker can be able to, in the jungle, tell what kind of animal had passed by observing the imprints on the ground, narcissism leaves traces of itself on its victims. I could listen to you talking, I could listen to you speaking, I could observe your mannerisms and get a pretty accurate description or estimation of the toxicity you've been dealing with if you've been in a narcissistic dynamic. Today, I want us to look into how we are able to tell this, because the point is not just someone being educated so that they can tell you. The point is being able to tell for yourself. Because even if I can be able to look at you and tell 1, 2, 3, 4 about what's probably going on around you, at some point in time, you may get healed, or maybe you're not the one who is suffering through that narcissistic abuse. It might be your family, it might be your sister, your niece, your colleague, your friend, might be anyone else in your life whom I cannot reach. So you owe yourself this information so that you can be able to reach them. You understand me? So yeah, what are some of the things that you can look at in your body and in the bodies of other people that could betray narcissistic abuse in their life? First thing I want us to look at is a change. Wow. Have you ever missed yourself? Have you ever missed yourself? Let me ask you this. Think about this. What's the last time that you practiced your hobby? What's the last time you did something you enjoyed doing? What's the last time you were able to exercise your interest or to build upon your vision? Do you even remember it? Do you even remember the things that you used to love growing up? When you've been involved in a narcissistic situation, it changes you. At some point in time, it dawns on you, sometimes after months or many years. For example, if you used to enjoy music, the last time you figure that you played an instrument was a very long time ago. The last time that you even thought about it was a very long time ago. The last time that you even thought about going to that concert of your favorite musician, the last time you listened to that favorite album, what was the last time that you went out for swimming? When was the last time you played football? When was the last time that you watched that documentary? When was the last time that you enjoyed cooking that favorite meal, that special dish, not just to survive, but to actually enjoy a delicacy? If maybe you are oriented as a chef, what's the last time you baked a cake? If you are actually oriented that way, have you noticed that you have changed? Have you noticed that you you're not yourself anymore? And have you noticed that you cannot even seem to remember exactly that is the situation that caused this change in you? It was kind of a gradual sinking. It was not like a falling down into your situation. You kind of gradually sank, like you just drowned away from who you used to be. And now you cannot even remember yourself. It is very possible it's because you've been in a narcissistic relationship. Narcissism changes you because when you're involved with a narcissist, you have to become an idea of their own imagination. You have to fulfill the image, the statue, the essence of what they have thought yourself up to be. You do not exist. They have, over a period of time, consistently invalidated you, invalidated your hobbies, invalidated your interests, invalidated your likes, your dislikes, your visions. They have invalidated you and slowly but surely turned you from who you used to be into an image of their own making. They have changed you. Another thing, another sign that your body could be showing you is that phenomenon called the walking on the eggshells phenomenon. You noticed that you're always very careful. When you're around your neck, you always have to seek permission or their inputs. You always have to keep reporting whatever you want to do or whatever happens to them, just like a child would to a parent. You have to tell them everything that you plan to do. You have to tell them everything that you accomplished. You have to report any and everything because your mind has been trained to be careful never to do anything that would annoy them. Because if you do, and all you have to do to annoy them is be yourself. If you become something different to what they want, if you do anything different to what they expect you to, the retaliation, the punishment, and their reaction is so severe and disproportionate that over time you have learned that it is better to just do what they want rather than face the consequences of what would happen if by any chance what you did or what you knew you did not check with them first. So you have to walk on eggshells. You have to always look around you. You have to always be very careful. If you find that you're in this state, you are always very careful, very keen about any step and anything you do, lest you annoy them. And you will never actually get to that point where it will never happen. You will always annoy them. Sometimes you will not even know that you are annoying them because it's not about you or what you're doing. It's about their disordered and their toxic, very dangerous personality disorder. And when you find yourself in this situation where you are always hyper vigilant, always looking out for, I don't want to do anything that will make my partner mad. I don't want to do anything that will make my parent mad. I don't want to do anything that will make my lover, my teacher, my boss mad. Anything and everything. I don't want to do anything that will make my pastor mad or my religious leader or whatever it is. It doesn't matter. Your friend, especially someone who has some sort of authority or control or who has an ability to do something that could destroy you. Maybe they are your source of survival in this life, or as far as you can tell. So you have to be very careful with them. And you find yourself in that state always, then know you're dealing with a narcissist. The other thing is you have started to become sick. If you went to the hospitals right now, even if you went to uh, any online sites, any websites to check on diseases that are caused by narcissists, there's a list. The heart attacks, the strokes, the high blood pressure, all those kinds of diseases, they are just listed down. Tachycardia, the issues with the heart, all those issues have been found uh, in the bodies of people who are involved with narcissists. You know, when you're involved with narcissists and they keep you in this hypervigilant state where you're always walking on eggshells and they're always blaming you for everything, and you're always looking out to never annoy them, and you're always uh, chipping a part of yourself away in order to accommodate their idea of who you are. Living like this over extended periods of time will have physiological and very devastating effects on your body. When I know of people who, and it's many people, who even start to lose their teeth because of their involvement with the narcissists. Because you know the gums and the teeth are very much tied to the heart. If you went to a doctor, they would tell you uh, many teeth issues are actually correlated to the heart. So if the heart is being affected, the teeth will be affected, and vice versa. And when you remove yourself from that situation, you begin to get healed. So if you start to see these diseases starting to crop up in you, uh, you need to look around. It's not always the case that it's because of a narcissist in your life, but the the reports are so many that medicine has recognized it as an effect of people who are living with narcissists. And this is what will happen to you if you don't leave your situation. You have to find a way out. I know many YouTubers or many therapists will come and say to you, I cannot tell you what to do about your relationship, but I can diagnose you. I can be able to tell you if you're in this situation or not, but I won't tell you the decision to make. For me, I actually go a step forward. I highly recommend, because there's no other outcome. There's just no other outcome. When the adrenaline is building up on your body during that fight or flight response because of this involvement with a narcissist, when the cortisol levels, which is the stress hormone, when all these other hormones are always going up in your body, going down, going up, going down, going up, going down, that's not how the body is meant to live. And inevitably, you must fall sick, whether now or later. You might have started seeing it in yourselves already. You might have started seeing it in others. Those are very, very, very important signs that someone is involved in narcissistic abuse. Another one, another sign that you're involved with a narcissist is that they control everything that you do. Everything that you do. There's this friend of mine who I will not mention because some of you might know the person. The person had actually started a channel online and it was doing so well. They were getting hundreds of thousands of views already on videos. So that meant that this person had a lot of positive impact in the world because it was actually an empowerment channel. It was I will not get into details because you might know who it is. But this friend of mine took down the channel because the person they were involved with was like jealous. And you know how narcissists are. They have to control you. And if they feel that this thing will empower you enough to be independent, to not need me, or it will empower you enough to be more influential or better known than me or whatever, richer than me, whatever the case. Because, of course, that also means you're getting hundreds of thousands of views. That also means money. But because of the jealousy and the control of the partner, imagine that. Imagine how much hard work it takes. Like right now, I started this YouTube channel. It's not an entertainment channel. It's an empowerment channel. So I understand it. I don't expect it to just have 1 million subscribers in one day. But you understand the point that I'm trying to make here. Right now, I'm not yet even at, I'm at about 70 subscribers. And the highest viewed video is maybe about 660 views or something like that at this point in time. So I can't even get 1,000 views yet on a video. And most of them actually average way lower than the over 600 view mark at this point in time. So imagine someone who has built their channel until the point that they get hundreds of thousands of views on a single video. And because of the narcissistic imprint in their lives, it is so heavy upon them, they took down the channel. You have to sacrifice yourself. You have to sacrifice your essence and the beauty that you bring into the world is denied by the narcissist in your life. The essence that you are, they destroy. When you see such things, you are involved in a very dangerous dynamic. In fact, closing such pages, losing such interests, losing your talents, as serious issues as they are actually the least of your worries. Because inevitably, with time, because of having to live in this situation, this dynamic where you have to please such a toxic person, you have to lose yourself and lose a bit of yourself every day. And you have to always try to keep them satisfied by your distraction, that inevitably you will become sick. It's only a matter of time. You have to live. You have to live. When your body speaks to you, believe it. Okay? Your body is not dumb. Your body has mechanisms inside it to ensure your survival against toxicity. Just like an animal in the jungle. You can look at the deer, the antelope, and all those animals. You can see sometimes they can just feel sort of a sixth sense that a lion is nearby or that danger is lurking just by the bushes. They might look, and over the grass, the predator might be camouflaged, might take the look of the environment. It might be having the same exact color as the grass or the ground, and it's not obvious just by sight. Sometimes you have to go beyond just what you can see and listen to what your body is saying to you. When this happens, you will begin to understand that your body is actually a lifesaver. Listen to your body, observe your historical direction, look at what you have changed, what you've had to give up, what you've had to lose. Look at how healthy or how not healthy you are. Look at how vigilant, look at how hypervigilant you are. Look at the dreams and the vision and the things that you have to lose. Feel yourself. Do you miss yourself? When was the last time you were you? When was the last time I saw you? When was the last time anyone saw you? You were made for more than this. You need to live. Subscribe to this channel. Stay hard, stay strong. You will be well.